guys, I'm back with week number 26 of my project life. This week I am just using items from my stash for this, and it's going to be a one-page spread. So first I am taking some of this washi tape and just kind of tearing it down the center just to give the tape more texture and dimension, and I'm just layering those two pieces that I tore on top of each other. That little flower is a flower that I got in a pocket letter. It's just a little die cut flower and it matched the colors, and I'm writing week 26 with these snap stickers. Excuse me. And then I'm also going to add some of that black and white striped washi tape to the top right as well, just to kind of tie everything in together. I'm going to use my fine liner bottle to glue the little flower down. And I'm also going to put a wood veneer, I believe it's a star, a wood veneer star on the globe once I get this washi tape down. And then I'll use this washi tape throughout the page, this color and then red and white polka dot, and just to add some extra layers and texture and things like that to the layout. I think I've said this before in other videos, but I probably use my washi tape mostly in my project life. I don't probably use it in my scrapbooking very often, but this is where I end up using and getting the most out of the tape that I have. So I'm going to add some wood veneers. I'm just trying to decide what I want to use, and I'm going to end up going with a little star, and I'm just going to glue it down with my fine liner bottle again. And I'm going to put one on top of the flower and then three on the globe, and they're just various different sizes. Those wood veneers came from Studio Calico in one of their little packs, and they came with a couple different sizes of stars. Here is a close-up, and that is pretty much my title card. So I'll be moving on to another card here in a second. And I've mentioned this before, but people ask a lot. The app that I use to get the photos the way they look with the Polaroid and the journaling is called the Collect app. It is on iPhone. I'm not sure that it's available on the Android or not, but I do know it's on iPhone. So I use the Collect app to put the photo on and then add the journaling as well, and then you just export them to your photos, and then you can add them to on a 4x6 page using the PicFrame app. So here I'm just writing silly boy and putting a star. You can see I futzed with that a little bit and moved the title from the left to the right, and I kind of spared you all the detail of me picking up and putting them down, picking them up and putting down over and over and over again. Next, I am going to take this card and I am going to get in a little epoxy word that says Tuesday from my stash, and I was going to put it straight on the photo, but I thought it needed some anchoring, so I'm going to get some of the red and white polka dot washi tape out to add on the top right corner just to anchor the little circle a bit more. So there, I'm going to rip it just like I did on the black and white stripe tape and then stick it right up there on the top. And sorry guys, I'm a little late on this video. I've been trying to get the videos up for Project Life on Tuesdays, but life has been crazy. So I am a little behind on my Project Life video taping, video editing, and just all kinds of Project Life. So hopefully I'm going to be catching up here. I'm probably going to do lots of simple layouts just to catch up. I want to be up to date when I get to my December daily, because when I do December daily, I do want to do it once a day. Once a day, once every other day. What I'll probably end up doing when I do my December daily is posting a couple days at a time, probably maybe a week at a time. I'm not quite sure. Still posting on Tuesdays. I'm just going to kind of play it by ear and see how long each page takes me. I do a page a day, either one 6x8 page or two 6x8 pages a day. So we're just going to have to see how that works out, but I do plan on videotaping those. So back to the layout. Here I am just taking some tickets that I got from the movie Inside Out, gluing them on the right hand side and adding some more of those yellow flowers. And on the left hand side, I'm just going to use this heart wood veneer with the Mustard Heidi Color Shine. And I'm just going to color in the heart here. Again, being lazy, not using my paintbrush, which I should be doing. And you're going to see here that I'm going to make a mess of it, but you know, crafting is messy, that's all good. I'm going to add some of my Wink of Stella glitter pen here and then glue down the heart on top of that picture. Again, just using my Scotch Quick Dry. Sometimes I use a Scotch Quick Dry on the picture. Sometimes I use just a dry adhesive. It depends. It glues either way. It just sometimes it slips around a bit when you use the liquid glue. Here I'm going to add some more textures and layering with the black and white washi tape just right underneath the tickets and the flowers. Again, just to add that black and bring the color across the layout, and then I'm also going to put it across the top here and then just trim it off so I just have a little bit peeking out over the top of the card. And that is pretty much going to do it for this set. I'm going to move on to my next card after I show you some close-ups. So you can see here the close-ups and then kind of the sparkle and shine you get from the Wink of Stella pen. Here is a card that was a printable that I got from an old Studio Calico kit, I believe printable. I'm going to try to use these epoxy letter word stickers, but they're just not going to work. So I'm going to move to my stash of stamps, and they're going to be an Ali Edwards stamps. It's going to say Awesome Week, I think, and I'm using my Memento Black ink. That one says Fantastic. Or I'm saying Awesome Week, yes. Sorry, I was pointing at Fantastic, I think, but I meant to point at Awesome. So I'm going to add Awesome Week, and I'm just kind of trying them out on the card, making sure they're going to work for what I want them to, and then I'm going to pick them up and then put them on my acrylic block to stamp them down. And now, hindsight, I kind of like how it says Awesome Week the way it does, but I think I would have liked it better if instead of both stamps being in black, I colored or did one in a different color, possibly Week in a color red or something like that. I would have liked it a little bit better, but it ends up turning out okay. And plus I'm using black on the layout, and because I did use all black on the stamps, I thought I needed a little bit extra, so I am putting that black outline on the card, and I think that really kind of ties the card in a little bit better. So I'm going to take these stars from the Studio Calico and color them yellow and then glue them over this road trip card. And this is an old Studio Calico card that I got from a Project Life kit from a long time ago. I haven't subscribed to Studio Calico in quite some time, but it was a card that was left over and I thought it was perfect because we went on a road trip this week. So I'm just going to stick them in some of the openings of the words. And I think I'm going to add some more washi tape to this as well. I'm going to Wink of Stella the stars. And yeah, I'm going to put some washi tape down. Some of this red and white polka dot. And then I'm also going to add some of the black and white stripe on top. Again, just springing the washi tape throughout the whole layout so it doesn't look like it's on one card and not all the others, and just makes the layout look a little more cohesive. Excuse me. So here I'm just going to trim that off the card, and that is that card. And then I'm going to move on to another card. And I am just going to do a little bit to this, not a whole lot. I'm just going to add, I think, a sticker that says Live, Laugh, Love at the bottom here. And I believe that might be all I do on this one. I can't remember. I think I look at a couple different things, but I end up just sticking with this one sticker on here. So yeah, there you go. See the close-up. Moving on to the next card. This one is a picture of me driving to see a friend, and I'm just going to use another one of those yellow flowers, and I am using the sticker that says Awesome This Way because I was very excited. I actually hadn't seen this friend in over 20 years, so it was really, really fun to meet up with her and her son. So I'm just going to add a little wood veneer star in the middle of the flower, and that card is done. The next card is a picture of me and my friend, and I am just going to be using some letter stickers to spell the word friend out. These are from the Snap collection where you get several letters and word stickers in one pack. So you get a couple packs, or one pack of a couple different sheets of colors, and so this is one of them. So I'm just writing out friends, and I'm just making sure that I have enough. Oh no, I'm making sure that I'm spacing out the letters enough. So I'm just kind of using the sticker sheet to kind of judge whether I have enough room and I'm spacing it correctly. So I just wrote friends, and I believe that is the only thing I do on this card too. I tried to use this little wood veneer arrow, and just not going to work. Oh, I am going to put the wood veneer stars though. And I believe I keep these just natural. I don't color them in at all. I thought they looked nice just being natural on this particular card. So there's a close up. And now I'm taking a picture of my daughter and my friend's son. It's just going to say Today Rocks, and I believe I use another star. Yes, star. I'm going to glue that down again with my fine liner bottle, which is awesome. I love that bottle. It's perfect. That little tip is awesome. I'm so glad I saw a couple of different YouTubers using that. It is the best, one of the best tools I've gotten in the last year. So very excited about that. And now this is going to be the last card that I'm going to show. It is going to have a stamp that says memory using StazOn ink, and it's just the black StazOn ink. And what I'm going to end up doing is coloring this letters in with some Copic markers. And it didn't stamp quite right, so I'm going to try to stamp it again. It's still not going to stamp right, so I'm going to end up using just my Sharpie pen to color in so it's a little more solid image. And like I said, I'm going to use some Copic markers to color in the letters to fill them in. And it doesn't leave a very smooth appearance. It's kind of a streaky, but it is permanent because it is an alcohol-based ink, so it works. It's probably the nicest looking color streak. It's, you know, because it's streaky, but it ends up working okay. So that's really the last card that I'm doing. After I show you some of the coloring in, I'm going to show you some still photos of the layout. Like I said, this is just a one-page spread this week. I did do a little flap because I had a couple pictures, but I didn't have enough to do a 2-page spread. So I end up using a little flap that I made out of an old page protector so that I can put multiple pictures on one page. But other than that, this is the whole overall view, and then you're going to get some close-ups of some of the different cards. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to ask me any questions or just leave a comment below, I love hearing from you guys. So do that, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.